Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. Now, Gemini, Spirit says your words shape your world. Speak what you want to live. Now, let's take a look and see what your oracle messages are. And this is for Gemini and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And my main coon Lenny is here with you, taking a nap. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. Gemini. Ooh, here you are showing up in your own reading with the Knight of Swords. And yes, there may be some type of victory and honor arriving, and perhaps there could be someone here too. So we'll take a deeper look at this Knight of Wards. What in the world? The fact that I said ward, it's like there's an angelic divine protection warding off. Whoops, I thought that was in the camera. A divine protection warding off maybe some type of negative forces at play that are out of your control, right? But that doesn't mean that you're losing control. Now we are focused, we are determined. Let's get a little bit more about this Knight of Swords. Let's see what's behind this. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Some of you are breaking free from others right now. You're finding your own independent avenue, path, place, and there is something divine working in your favor, Gemini, when it comes to knowing that you are valued and worthy of good things as well, including success, including having more than enough to live on, to be comforted by. I was talking about breaking free from others. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence here. Yes, some of you are claiming some part of yourself that's important, right? That is independent. And maybe a combination of that and, you know, being single and loving your singlehood. Or if it's not singlehood, there's just something here where you are self-reliant. You found something here that's secure for yourself. But most importantly, there is this thing of divine honor, divine respect. So I feel that there is some type of honor and respect headed your way. Okay. And we do have Earth sign coming through as well. Now, there may be a situation where we have someone coming towards you, or they may be in your life now where they are exuding some type of victory when it comes to standing on their own, being very logical and direct in a way that is powerful and maybe even divine. Now, I do see Eagle Spirit here. I feel Eagle Spirit is also calling towards you to stay focused and not get distracted. And I do sense I do sense there may be some type of justice playing out, or just, watching what we are doing and doing and deciding, right? So every deed counts here, but there is something that is paying off. There is some type of breakthrough. Now, this is change as well, okay? So some of you may have some rapid success here. Rapid development is at play. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, the wait ripens into a blessing. That is for sure. Oh my God, I told you, you're showing up in your own reading, ripening into a blessing. This is really having your dreams coming true. Seeing your dreams coming true and knowing and having confidence in creating more dreams and your other dreams coming true. The wait ripens into a blessing. Ooh. Let's get a little bit more about this blessing for you, for Gemini. You are okay. You're protected, guided. Move boldly. Move in life boldly. And what does Spirit say? Your words shape your world. Speak what you want to live. Oh my goodness. This is you showing up in your own reading. We do have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra showing up, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is literally you speaking truth, speaking things into existence. And you're speaking what you want to live. This is, and seriously, a life of being really good, comfortable, right? Knowing you are guided in ways that may seem, difficult for others to even grasp, but you do know that you have spiritual allies at hand and heaven has eyes on you. I mean, look at that eagle spirit here. There are divine messages coming towards you, and you might be encouraged to speak these divine messages or write them down. There's something about you having a plan, getting a plan, knowing that whatever plans you did in the past, it's ripening real good fruit in your life. And what I mean by that, for those that don't know, I like to speak like that a lot. But anyhow, your rewards in life. This is a legacy too. Yeah, you would resonate with that last reading. I don't normally say it, but it's the one that, if this finds you, or only if this finds you, something like that. Anyhow, it's got a white raven on that thumbnail. Okay. So anyhow, you may be inspired to listen to that. Oh, look at this. Your soul is calling for rest. And I do feel a lot of you, if you're already feeling confident where you're at, then it is time to take a break. It's time to enjoy your achievements. But either way, Gemini, you are meant to take some type of break. Allow the breakthrough to happen for you. And in fact, I think you already came through something here. You've had some type of breakthrough. Don't push too hard, because I know the Knight of Swords, it can be a very fast moving energy as well. So we may need to have some patience here. Okay, something may be toxic here. I was just talking about having patience because the Knight of Swords will, we could be tapping into the shadow aspect of the Knight of Swords here too, and we just got to honor that and be aware of that because that just exists in everyone anyhow. But we could be making excuse me, I just can't talk, decisions in a hasty way, so we may need to be aware of that. Now, some of you, there may be someone negative, and I do remember talking about, didn't I say you're like protected and there's like this sense of negative forces at play that are not your fault, right? And not saying that it is, or maybe you don't even think that it was, but I don't know. I was just saying that. Anyhow, be aware the situation is turning toxic. Let's get a little bit more about this. Mm. You're claiming some type of freedom and independence because there's something in your soul that knows that you cannot downgrade or level down to a place where, through actions, through a decision, whatever, a person or maybe people in your life has chosen a different path. And what they've done is they've they've sealed their fate with having to deal with something that they already know is a downgrade. And it doesn't matter how they try to appear in life, because there's a lot of people who like to pretend like they are, extremely happy and satisfied, but really the heart, in the end, the heart is the one that tells the truth here. And their heart is heavily weighed, and it is being heavily weighed by divine justice here. And this is why, even though it may be hard, you are already starting to feel lighter in your soul. Because you know, if you've done, because there's a sense of really knowing and understanding divine repercussions from choosing unwisely here, right? Feeling that we are uh, settling in a sense. A lot is being healed for you, Gemini. So just know that there are unseen beings healing and aiding you as well during this time. And there's another card that wants to come out for you. You're in a sacred process of self-actualization. And this is this whole Nine of Pentacles. Knowing you're worthy, knowing your value, knowing you attract success by honoring something that is genuine and true to you. And also staying dedicated to your dreams and your goals. Not only are you actualizing yourself into a more blossoming place, so are other things in your life. So this is affecting many areas of your life. Now we do have this guardian angel coming through saying, stay focused here. Don't get distracted by someone's downgrade. You're worthy of peace. You're worthy of what is going to ripen into a blessing. Let's get more about this ripens into a blessing for you. For Gemini, please. The weight ripens into a blessing. Freedom. You're going to have total freedom here. And Spirit is doing a course correction. Remember, I was telling you that there's this divine protection that's protecting your energy right now from some type of negative force at play that's not something you can control. So, you know, this whole thing about allowing yourself to rest, you are allowing Spirit to give you some divine downloads and strength too, and encouragement. Course correction in progress. Spirit is steering now. You are seeing signs. Spirit is speaking to you. And this is where this is all heading towards this freedom. This is the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords too. Keep shedding. The freedom comes in layers. Okay, so this whole thing is, it doesn't happen all at once. We don't feel, you know, totally invigorated and alive, especially when we've had to endure something that we tended to, that we cared about, right? And to see a situation maybe result in this, I know it's not always easy. Now, for some of you, you are happy that this is happening actually, because it's just giving you more validation and confirmation that you were right, that there is something better here. And the signs are speaking to you. Meditation, rest is essential right now in order to really see and sense what's being downloaded to you, what's being given to you. Because there is a sense of a new direction here, I feel, with that Knight of Swords. And while you are in this place of rest, that's when you are using your words to shape your world. And you do have backup here. Inner shifts become outer blessings. This whole thing about course correction, allowing something divine to take over here. So let's get a little bit more about these inner shifts becoming outer blessings, because this is where you are figuring out true discernment here too. And if that means you have to detach in a divine way, do that, because you're protecting your own divine peace and a sense of justice here for you. You're deeply seen, even if you don't know it. There's going to be appreciation, acknowledgement, and respect coming your way. But I would say, Gemini, don't question things right now. You really are high valued. There's something that, you do, or the way that you walk in life. People appreciate it. You have some type of power and influence and warmth and attractiveness about you. And where you may have not felt seen, one of these things that are happening is your own transformation and being seen in a whole, maybe different way. And that may not mean exactly physically, but how you are moving, thinking, behaving in life is seen differently, seen in a way that's very graceful. Because that's what I see. I see you being in a place of divine grace and moving with grace. I'm really sorry that it's been such a toll to, I know the feeling. Oh my gosh. Okay. You did the right thing though. You honored something here, Gemini. And Spirit is saying that, you've poured a lot of your energy, your mind, your tears into, having to deal and accept with this situation where it took a turn, but peace is returning. So Spirit is telling you that maybe for right now, for some of you, if you're having a hard time with this, there's something that is being revealed that will give you a sense of peace, and you'll be so happy that you didn't fall for this. You didn't go down that avenue. And the reason why is, look at this. I mean, you just can't make this up. Your words shape your world. Speak what you want to live. Speak. The universe hears. You're speaking things into existence. And because you are in this place of witnessing what can be a downgrade, or what was a downgrade, who chose a downgrade, well, you took the high road in a situation here, and it's like you acted on something here. Oh yeah, now I remember. I was saying the word ward. Yeah, warding off that negative energy, because your future fortune is poetic. A new blessing arrives because you chose a new way. So you get rewarded with a new blessing. It's arriving for you. And it arrives in a way that you see it coming to you as a reward, as validation, confirmation that you are seen, you are heard, and you have a lot more power and allies. And maybe some of you really feel that you do at this time. Nice. This is a very good place, though, for you spiritually, because you're aligning up with things that are going to bless your soul, because your soul blesses others in some type of sense here. And there's something about really feeling that you've graduated from a situation, and what you do holds rare integrity. I mean, look at that. This is why you're shielded with such divine protection. It's like wings of light carry you. Even when we may feel that forces are working against us at times, but what you do holds rare integrity. Who you are, rare integrity here, independent with that integrity. And I know some of you may feel that it cost you here to stand in that. But the real truth is it would have cost you more if you stuck with this situation or fell for something here. Choose what is highest and best, and the rest will work itself out. This is you doing that. And that's really all you have to do. Divine forces are at play here. And this is why you're always getting this nudge to focus on this, to, do this, or to just be in this place of you're not having to go backwards at all, because you're not. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit is forging a way for you. In the meantime, shine your light. There is something going on where look at this presence that you have here. Okay, you're forged in spirit. You're a warrior of light. I mean, look at this. This is definitely spiritual warrior vibes, right? And Spirit is saying that Spirit is steering. Didn't we get that card? Yeah, Spirit, course correction. Spirit is steering here. Spirit is forging the way. In the meantime, allow your light to humble others, because it's what it does. Your light humbles without effort, effortless. Okay, Lenny. Hold on. Lenny may kick off the cards. So let's bring these cards over here. All right, let's see what else for you. Okay, look again. It's a hidden blessing. Blessings are gathering beyond your sight. We're like in the Five of Cups. Yes, we are still processing the loss, of course, and that's a good thing to do. You got to honor that. But there is a blessing. I mean, and it may just take some time, and that's really what it is. Time will reveal the blessings. So don't get too caught up on just what we see right now, because they are gathering beyond your sight. Look at this. Your future fortune is poetic. Let's see what else. This one's coming out a little bit challenging. A new outcome is forming. Be ready. Okay, so let go. It's unfolding. We might be trying to dig up something, and Spirit is saying, don't dig too deep. Don't get too enmeshed, because you've taken control of something here that did feel extreme, but you've taken control here. So Spirit is saying a new outcome is forming. Be ready, let go, it's unfolding. But it did come out challenging. So I just want to get a little bit about this. New outcome is forming. Be ready. It did come out challenging. So let's see why. Why is it challenging? Because we've got our, okay. There's a couple of things. So we've got our eyes set on something here, and Spirit is saying to just be open. Your visions are opening, and more visions will come to you as well. And when it comes to a situation where someone may have chose a downgrade, well, this person will not. That's for sure. And so Spirit is saying, let go. It's unfolding. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Now, some of you Geminis, you might be feeling some kind of like weird jealousy or envy, maybe being thrown at you in some kind of weird sense. So just take it how it resonates. Spirit is saying that as you are, rising, and you've been on the rise, I feel, for a while. Don't take others' judgments or criticisms to heart here. There's something about you really holding steady with some type of vision, but allow your vision to expand beyond maybe something that, just take it if it resonates. If you feel like we might be just narrowing in on just one certain like way or outcome or person, because I know that can be difficult, but you are learning this fine weaving between you and Spirit, co-creation. This is why Spirit is really helping all of us right now to detach divinely, so that we get attached divinely to the divine. where we don't feel that we are entangled or tethered to material things or even people, but that we enjoy these things. We experience these things. So let go, it's unfolding. Something that you may have envisioned a long, long time ago might be on its way as well. So just take that if it resonates. Okay, what else? Yeah, some don't want the light, don't drag them. So this may be on a personal or professional level, okay? You do need to protect your emotional space from the greedy and entitled. Be cautious of others trying to put too many demands on you. You know, see, this is this thing. You're like taking charge of, you know, your own integrity here too. And by the way, you are having to pay attention too, because spirit is forging the way. Because Gemini, whether you're male or female, the King of Wands holds a vision that comes through spirit or comes from spirit. So there's something happening here where, hello, the King of Wands is fire. So a way is being made. And a lot of you, you know that you're a natural born leader, or you're more than capable of taking a lead in something here. Now, you're going to have to probably say no and be strong about this, because there's going to be a person or people that are draining you and your resources, most likely. Okay, let's see what else. And also Spirit says when you're feeling like you want to speak something into existence, that's when you want to do it. Okay, don't feel that you have to be forced into this, because Spirit knows that you need to take a little time to just kind of sit and rest. Okay, there's justice. Yeah, oh yeah, there it is. Libra's coming through with the scales here. And look at that. It looks like they're on fire, right? Ooh, look at that fire. See, that's that King of Wands. See, this is divine justice forging the way with that fire energy, that yang energy. Oh my goodness. Co-creation here. Okay, now I would just say we are being in this place where everything matters. Okay. Lenny, you're just gonna, okay. I want to get more though, of course, about this justice card for you, because this is karma playing out here, fate playing out in a sense. But let's get a little bit more about this justice for Gemini, please. See, this is that new outcome. Remember I said you took the high road in a situation here? And so peace is returning. Apologies could even be on their way too. What's important for Gemini to know about this justice? Well, seeing through the veil. Okay. The veil. Okay. Something that has, oh my God, this is so true. Okay, something that has been in the unseen, that has been hidden, will be revealed. Your job is to wait for the blessing, the ripening. Remember that card that we had? The blessing ripens into or what was it? Something like that. Um, the wait ripens into a blessing. That's Empress. But I want you to watch this here. Look, notice the blindfold, the unseen, things that we don't see, right? These are these hidden intentions and actions and thoughts, even words. So what's coming through is that you're in between the veil. The veil is thinning here, thinning enough that you are starting to see some fruit in life here. Blessings. The Empress is also a strong indication that you are creating a life of comfort, or you're going to produce it in some way. Okay. You are creating it, stabilizing it. You'll have it. I just don't see how you won't with the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, the King of Wands. Watch, observe too. What is ripening in your life? Because you are waiting for the ripe time. Okay, okay, okay. And the right thing to do, this is the thing that I'm getting. The right thing to do is to wait. My goodness. Ancestral karma cleared up. Keep rising. You are rising just by being in this place of knowing that you are receiving blessings. Because Spirit knows that you had to endure the fire through this ancestral karma. Situations, patterns, behaviors, things that we don't want to, put on repeat here. So you've cleared karmic debt. Oh my goodness, Gemini, you should be proud of yourself. I know it may not be easy, and this is why Spirit is forging a new way. Because you broke some type of barrier. You broke timelines. And now the vision is expanding even more. Oh boy. Okay, so Lenny, are you going to find... Okay, let's see. I think Lenny is ready to... Nope. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Gemini. I might have to... Let's get these cards organized here. All right, now. Let's see what else Spirit wants us to see here for Gemini. Okay, so for right now, prioritize things over love or some type of relationship. For now, just for now, because it'll be worth it. And remember, the eagle spirit coming through is like, Gemini, stay focused. You know, you are really, in the eyes of heaven, a divine force yourself to, a force to be reckoned with. Because if there are people who tried to do that, they will have to answer to their own reckoning. See, that's why I was getting this thing where it's like, my goodness, this shield of a force field around you. It's like it wards off enemies in a sense here. Okay. Oh, now take that with a grain of salt, all right? Don't want you to be like, oh, you're an enemy. Okay. Because that's not what I'm saying. But you know that evil does exist. People make stupid choices too. And it's not about that. You're also doing something that has been incredibly hard to get through, because you had to endure taking the judgments and criticism of others, because they can't see what you see. Because the things that you see is not only ancient, but it's futuristic. And this is that thing. I get you standing in the most divine place where you are accessing the good ancient stuff, but also accessing the good modern futuristic things as well. And you're bridging it. Now, if family or, people who just like to be stuck in things, and that includes their own evolution, then that's fine. You got to love them and leave them where they're at. Let Spirit take care of them. Okay? It's like a return. You're doing a return of those souls back to Spirit. Yeah, ancestral and past life imprints are shaping current events. See, this is where you are really in this place of being aligned, witnessing the past and the future all at the same time. Oh my goodness. Now there may be something here too with mother healing. Let's get more about this. Ancestral and past life imprints are shaping. Now we do have to be cautious because the past right now is still trying to forge a way, but the thing that, this is why I'm getting this whole thing about force to be reckoned with, spirit won't allow it, because you've been encoded in your soul that it just dispels it. Okay, so stay strong here. I know it's not easy, I know, but you were born at the right time. So thank you. And you're not alone. Don't feel alone. Yeah, the unspoken speaks and you receive it. This is why I was getting, you're standing like at the, look at this. I just feel it so strong here. You are between the good ancient, look at the tree, ancient timeline and the futuristic timeline. The futuristic timeline is this King of Wands. And the unspoken speaks and you do receive it. Because you cleared that space. You cleared that ancestral karma too. And the pain, okay, the pain had purpose to show you your value, to show you that what you're truly worthy of. Independent of that. Spirit just is reminding you too, Gemini, that no matter where you come from, we can appreciate the soil that you've come from, right? The Mother Earth, but the soil, right? Generational healing. But you're the bloom. You're at this place where you get to decide what you're inheriting and what you're not, and invoking a new frequency of blessings, of worthiness. And for some of you, I get this thing that you're strongly breaking some type of like role identity, like this is how you have to be, right? The mother has to be this, the father has to be his son, daughter, something like that. So just take that how it resonates. Heaven's hands are holding you. Divine forces shield you for a reason. There are reasons why things may just feel a little off at times, because you're feeling the negative forces on top of feeling positive forces all at the same time. Because it's literally like a spiritual war going on. That old impressions of the past that still trying to make its way to the surface, still like it has some type of relevance, but it doesn't. There are just some things that need to be done with, right? Patterns, behaviors, perceptions, whatever. The way that we move in life, what we feel in life. Someone has triggered you immensely, but it's only to show you how valuable you really are, and your time is valuable. And you will be experiencing some new joy with other souls or souls that you love to hang out with, doing the same things that you just feel a sense of camaraderie, kinship with, because I get kindred spirits here. There could be something about an animal lover here. Reality is bending, the merge begins. So what's the advice about this for Gemini when this reality is bending? See, this is that timeline that we're in. We're in between those damn timelines. See how you're standing there though, and you're witnessing Any imprints that may be trying to take shape, and you get to, in your power, whack it away, sever it if you want to, or continue to write it if you want to into the new reality. This is what Spirit has entrusted you with, because Spirit knows that you are more than capable of taking this and utilizing it for the good. Let's get the advice about this reality is bending, the merge begins. I feel Lenny is here to just show you that rest is essential, right? Take a nap. Even when things may not be going so great, because you can only handle so much, and Spirit is handling them for you. You don't have, I'm so glad. Spirit was telling me, there may be a connection between you and an Aries, or you may have Aries placements, but it just reminds me of Aries that you are not in a place where you need to validate anything or over explain. You're not over explaining anything. So Spirit is saying, while the merge begins, why don't we take a moment and just laugh? Because it is medicine for frequency healing. And Spirit is just saying that while the merge is bending, or coming together, I should say, laugh, because it is going to make you laugh. The reason why it's going to make you laugh is because you're going to see how this was poetically divine. Your breakdown is becoming your breakthrough. Let's get more about this. My God, there it is. Your breakdown. That's the Tower. It's becoming your breakthrough. So even though Spirit is saying something may have come apart, fallen down, there's something that you're already strongly rooted in. And there's something very strong about the ancient ancestors coming through. Now, now I know that that represents Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, those could be bull horns, but those look like ram horns to me. Okay, and I was just talking about Aries. I'm kind of surprised that it's on the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I could be wrong, but there is a significant reason why I'm actually seeing that. It looks like sheep horns to me. I just can't, I don't know how that's not, but it could be damn Taurus's bull horns too. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. Here we go. Breakdown is becoming your breakdown is becoming your breakthrough. Something is giving you a reliable way here, a better lifestyle, a better place to have a good reputation too. Now, there may be unexpected support with this Knight of Pentacles as well. And Spirit is just really confirming that angels are watching over you, Gemini. I was just saying angels are just watching over you. Look at this, an elder. And notice in this hermit how he's up in the sky watching over you with the lantern. You know the way. Your soul knows the way. Okay, this whole thing was out of, like, really, you had no control over. Now, there is something here too. I don't know if you've already received it or you're about to. And rest is essential because Spirit is going to give you some type of incredible epiphany and revelation that will set your soul in the right direction and free. But you are being held. My goodness. We even had that thing about heaven's hands holding you too. I mean, look at that. This is a large guardian angel up in the sky there. We have Virgo showing up too. You've risen and the future glows. May not feel like it at times, right? Because we can only see so far, but something is lining up to you that is a great blessing for your soul. And Spirit is saying that there's something about you feeling seen more, okay, for something that you are dedicated to. And what I mean by seen, it's like seen in the right way, seen like a star, a shiny, bright star that may have had to endure the dust particles and the debris of chaos, which blocks the view at times. But you've never gone away. Your light is still there. And maybe this is why this tower was trying to block the view of your own light. And that's why lightning came down. This is divine intervention. In fact, this is the divine steering the way. Remember, we got that thing about course correction or something like that. You were chosen to lead. Trust your power. King of Wands, that knight, the knight's coming in. Trust your power. You move beyond, maybe a situation where some of you, someone dominating, yeah, like a parent or an elder, they may not like that you have that strong sense of vision and even strong wisdom. And you may feel too that you have more maturity or wisdom than a situation that you've surpassed and people that you've surpassed, but it is true. It's true. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Not Knight of Cups. This is King of Cups. Now we are on this place of sailing our ship in the right direction. Remain calm. Spirit is saying that right now you've got what it takes. And either you or others, you're going to find the way. There's just no way that you can't find the way. Notice the Hermit in the waters here. This is quite significant because most of the Hermit cards, he's in the mountain, in the snow. And we got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is known to navigate the large seas, the sea of emotion, while also holding the light for others if they want it. This is this whole thing about you being in this place of divine, sacred detachment because you're allowed to. You're allowed that freedom. And you're allowed to be respected and appreciated all at the same time. And you're allowed to have the love life you want too, because there's maybe a strong soulmate, a spiritual soulmate here at play or blossoming even further. Take what resonates. Protect your, oh my God, protect your light, for envy may surround you. I was getting that. Okay, look at this light, the lantern. Protect your light. Now, it just shows up in a way that maybe people are just behaving, and we may just need to, like the King of Cups would, have compassion for where they're at in their soul's evolution, that they can't be happy, supportive, or proud, that they stand in that darkness, that toxic energy of being envious instead of being aware, that whatever you have or hold, they can too if they want it. But it's going to be held in a different way because you are your own individual spark of light. You cannot be copied. You cannot be mimicked. You cannot be duplicated. And maybe some tried to. That's that ancestral pattern. You're not a cookie cutter. There's no way in hell you can be a cookie cutter, a mold of something. You've broken the mold. The moment you took your first breath on this earth is when you broke the mold. They said, oh crap, the evil ones, or I should say the ones that don't want to, grow. They're like, oh crap, here comes Gemini. Get ready. Truth speaker, truth seer. Okay, Not all can be revealed. We talked about that veil. We talked about the veil is still in place. Oh my God. This reading is just the way that the cards are coming out are so incredible. As long as I've been doing it, I still get fascinated by this, how spirit speaks. The veil, I mean, we were talking about that veil is still in place. And it's still in place with the swords, holding it in place. Wait with faith. But Gemini, don't discount what you already can see. That's the thing. I mean, we can still see eyes. We can still see something. It's going to be revealed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Truth. Your truth. A restart is not a setback. Oh, yeah, someone may reach out in remorse. Be ready to hear them. Okay. Someone may reach out with an apology. Spirit says, give this person or people a chance. Also, on a professional level, take if it resonates. If you felt that you've lost some clients or people or business or um, fans or subscribers or whatever, they're coming back. They're coming back and more. Lenny, what's going on, buddy? Okay, I don't want to make it too disruptive for Gemini. Gemini, look at this. More about allowing your soul to heal, and look, Knight of Swords. Getting downloads, and your prayers are being answered. Your blessings are coming. You've just got to practice to retreat a little bit, and that it's okay. Maybe also to practice more time for privacy and being hidden, maybe in a way. I don't know. Take that if it resonates. But this is a card of healing, meditation, rejuvenation. And the time will be right for you to make your move. You will know. In the meantime, oh my God. Okay, Archangel Michael is strongly with you. Invite the angels to quiet your mind and protect your peace. When I see Knight of Swords, I see Archangel Michael taking that sword, the blue light, eradicating negative thinking, or even that you're picking up on the thoughts of others, clearing it away. And notice how it's right above the head. Again, the way that Spirit speaks through the cards are amazing. Okay, let's see what else. Lenny, come on. Six of Swords, better times are ahead. Okay, just remain poised, because remember we were talking about the King of Cups, how I told you the King of Cups navigates the vast ocean, the sea of emotions, right? So we may need to be reminded to just remain in a place of anchored in reason. Okay, don't let emotions anchor you into a place, because you're already setting sail here. And this is where Spirit is steering, right? And this is that King of Cups too, where you're just honoring, this time of navigating through emotions, but in a way that is very graceful and divine. And you are going to receive, something very heartfelt and true for you too. There may be a situation that we are on some type of sacred journey or traveling, or like being on or near waters, like a pilgrimage type thing, or maybe even soul searching. And it could be with like a few other souls too, like how do I say it? Like a sacred retreat. Yeah, Spirit steering. Don't be challenged by this. Sometimes I get challenged when I see this card, because I'm like, what do you mean I took a wrong turn? Whatever may have gone wrong or upside down, the detour is en route, and you got so much confirmation about that. And I feel this is why Spirit is having your reading last a little bit longer and having more confirmation, is because Spirit is really trying to eradicate any self-doubt right now. Okay, You are receiving signs, like repetitive signs about things here. Okay, that is it. Now let's find out what Spirit is bringing to you, okay, that you could feel good about. What is Spirit bringing to Gemini? I know Spirit's bringing you visions, that's for sure. Spirit, oh my gosh, Spirit is bringing you what you deserve. Life wants to be your lover. Spirit is going to bring you love that's not cheap, because someone downgraded, or they're the way that they're doing things. It's not at your level. Empress, Nine of Pentacles, King. Okay. Yeah. Spirit is bringing you a great lover. The universe knows what kind of lover to bring to you, and life is your partner too. Now, before we end the reading, I do have a message from Snow Leopard Spirit to you. Gemini, speak only what carries truth, and your words will guide through the air like arrows of light. I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.